Bon dimanche. My name is Marjory. Welcome to HMI. Let's talk about it. Rickymix.
Bonsoir, everybody. Bon dimanche. And we happy to be back.
Of course, we're happy to be back. We're here to stay. Well, we want to take the time to say happy Haitian Flag Day. Today's a big day for us.
Yep.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a huge day.
It's a huge
There's
day.
a lot going on.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope you bring lots of goodies, lots to talk about.
Oh man, I'm not even prepared, but we go along with it.
What do you mean you're not even prepared? This is like our thing. We should be prepared. I think we're prepared.
Yeah.
I don't think you should worry. I mean, today is just like one of those days that is worth talking about. Before going any further, for the viewers who are tuning for the first time, we want to let you know today it's a big day for us. It's a symbolic day for us. We have like one of the oldest flag in the world. Like, did you know that? Like a Haitian flag, our blue and red concept.
Yep. But remember, the color wasn't blue and it was black and red. So
well, it was blue and red, then became
black,
red,
yeah,
black and red,
and
then
red,
we went back to original.
Yeah,
it's it's just interesting. I mean, today we're going to be talking about what we are celebrating. Some of us here, what they call us, diaspora in the States. Is that what they call us? And back home. So there's celebration going on all over the world, in France, in Boston, in New York, and Haiti, and Canada, Florida. So it's an amazing day for us. It's a day that that symbolized like unity for us. It's a day that we had a fierce fight, and we actually successfully won that fight. And our guy, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, yeah, he did his thing where he actually won that fight against the French army, and took their flag and ripped out the white, and he's like, hold that. And then he gave the blue and the red to, his goddaughter, and be like, sew that together. Yeah, and then now, which, we have this wonderful flag that we wave around. So it's a huge day. I can remember from when I was in high school, like not even high school, I'm going to take it a step further, when I was in junior high, that I would always look forward to celebrate that day. But not necessarily because I understood we were fighting slavery, at the time, and I just knew that, hey, I was proud to be a Haitian. Let me whip out my flag. Let me celebrate. But there's more to just whip out your flag and all the, I like to call it, shenanigans that we see. It's a huge day. I mean, it's a day to celebrate, but it's also a day of that kind of can bring tears to your eyes.
Yeah, tears. Like even même là nous pour l'indépendance nous en France et que yo still pas reconnaître que nous pour freedom.
Right.
Obligé acheter freedom ça.
Right.
La main. It's like like I say, since nous pour indépendance, bon samedi là, par contre c'est ça, quand c'est gens grand monde nan dit son maldition qui tombe sur nous par samedi là, but we have to make Haiti better or par samedi là.
Right. We have to live up to
we have to get that to mettre ensemble, tête ensemble. On par samedi là, nous même haïtiens nous pas tête ensemble du tout. On par samedi là, so bagay beef like entre each other and stuff like that. Bah ça fon quitter on par samedi là. So si l'autre nation apprécie nous on par samedi là, on va pour ça nous même entre haïtiens pour ne pas apprécier tête non. Ils n'ont pas apprécier l'autre haïtien. On va nous toujours en compétition. Toute bagay n'a fait son compétition lié.
It's funny that you say that, because one of the things that we are viewed as, like a nation, Haiti, who actually, fought and actually, was able to accomplish, this slavery fight successfully. But it's not just for Haitian; it's for like all people with African,
first
descent
black,
and stuff,
first
right?
black, first black that got have the independence. Once the premier pays noir, ou one
Right.
qui te gain indépendance, on pense
Right.
comme là, so,
So we're I mean, we definitely have something to be proud of. I mean, I love to see that, people are celebrating. But today we want to talk about, the celebration. First of all, what does the day really mean to you? Are you over celebrating? Is it somewhat overrated? Are you really understand and appreciate what happened, 1804, back 1803, whatever the year is. Like,
but one thing is, Marjory, gan pil nan nou menm ki pa konan.
mhm,
Ou par exemple, gan pil nan nou menm kap propose ken konen, ken pa konen. Ou ban gen moun ki pa konen whatever that Haitian flag day.
right,
Ki pa konen ki le aksyon te komanse.
right,
Ou ban gen moun ki kap di, oh, se 1804, 18,
right.
but batal la komanse depi 1803.
Yeah, right. That's
Ou par
exactly
exemple la,
right.
so gen
Right,
moun ki pa konen sa.
right,
So, moun nan deske, yun di, Haitian flag day, yeah, Haitian flag day too. Something like that. So,
but are
so
we to
to,
blame? Are we to
so,
blame? Because, I mean, are we speaking of it to that capacity? Est-ce que vraiment c'est ça n'a parlé? Because I have to tell you again, going back to when I was in junior high, seeing, us celebrating, I was just going along with it. I went to high school going along with it because I didn't grow up in Haiti. So
mhm,
my, history, I'm not saying it was like technically really on point,
mhm,
but what I was doing is I was following the crowd, how they were celebrating. This is a big day. We go to Nostrand and we go to the Parkway, wherever we go. And then, too, I got a little bit older, and, Miami was a place to go. So, I started going to Miami.
yeah,
I've attended Compa festivals, at least, I don't know, 5+ time.
yeah,
Now, are we actually communicating the right message, to the people, the kids, Because to me, I feel like it's more like, they're waiting to turn 18. They're waiting to 10, 21 so they could turn up.
yeah.
They could turn up, like seriously, And that's not the right message. And today we want to talk about that. The phone lines are open. Today's show, as you can see, there's no guest today. It's a show for the people. I want to hear, Rickymix, you want to hear, don't you?
Yeah.
What does, the 18th of May, what does it really symbolize for you? What do you understand it means to you? Is it that, why you buy, a flight ticket and go to Florida and turned up? Is that is that the meaning?
But
Is that it?
it's, I guess that's how it is. It's like every year is different. Or was
Right.
I'm chaque année, moun yo fait longeant. Or was but you know, we, m'pa di ke ou baka
Celebrate.
celebrate. Or
Right.
was I'm
Right.
Kwa Haiti. Haiti gen celebration, jan yo fait la celebrate. President, they have parade.
Right.
Or was I'm fait parade. President by the school,
Right.
everything.
Right.
But saying it's like me, I'm not, saying Compa Festival in Florida is, I think, is not really like, they celebrate the flag.
No, I think
They just doing a party
can I tell you what I
for
can
the,
I honestly tell you what I
yeah.
think it is? I think it's a get rich scam. A day for me to rob the Haitian people because we are ignorant, we are stupid. Let me go pay $50 to get in a stupid party that I can pay 15, $20 in New York to get into. That's my opinion.
Okay.
I'm keeping it real. HMI, we're talking about. I'm really keeping it real because it's a day. Everything is not what you normally price, like pay for.
Mhm.
Everything is skyrocket high, and then you're buying your ticket. Even the airline kind of jump on board too. We know
Yeah,
the Haitians travel.
they start seeing like you want pile haïtien, you
Oui.
wear haïtien voyage.
Je dis, oh,
Yo
pas
di
mon
bon regarder
débrouillant.
ça cap gain, on va dire c'est même chantou et pour en février and sometime
Carnaval vini.
carnaval
Pas monter
vini,
ticket en
you
tout.
monte, they have, it's like I said, it's
Like, to me,
y a prend l'argent.
right. So we won this fierceful fight, slavery. But
Mhm.
to me, somewhat, I feel like we're still slaving. There's still slavery going on
Mhm.
because of, our non-smart thinking. We do things, just we just react really quick. That's just the thing to do. It's televised. It's advertised. Let's do it, and not thinking. Some of the things, like, I've been kind of behind the scenes. It's gonna come across as if like I'm being a hypocrite, and I'm not being a hypocrite because I've gone to, Compa Festival. I've gone it. I've seen it. I've gone to the festival to the point that just some years that I've gone to it, I didn't even go to the festival because it become not even about the festival because things change. I think I want to say it was like before I had my daughter. So this is like maybe before 14 years ago,
Okay.
where you would go. It's all about you walking around, visiter machin, your sakabon. Everything was just so low price.
Hmm.
You get a lot of free things back in the days when you go through these different comment dit ça,
Vendor?
vendors.
Yeah, okay.
But now it's not so much that because we've met with a couple of Haitian entrepreneur. We've had
Hmm.
with we met with Haitian Rock. We've met with
Tim Denalcy.
Denalcy. I had conversation with Yak Radio where they would have loved to have like a stand, whatever you call it, out there. But they talk about the prices, that the fee, whatever it is to set up shop, is just like extortion.
Yeah.
So how is it that we really are unity? Here is this big compa festival where people are traveling all over the world to celebrate this big day, but a lot of us are not really participating because whoever's organizing this is thinking about their pocket. How can I rob the Haitians some more? Like, come on, HMI, let's talk about it. I mean, challenge me on these things. I want to hear, the numbers right at the bottom of your screen. Call me,
Yeah,
let me know.
718-454-1940, 718-419-40, and talk about it.
Yeah,
And stuff like that. So,
when you were in Haiti, like, how did you celebrate? Like, what do
well,
you remember doing?
okay, it was a long time ago, but I was in Haiti, you
Hmm.
go parade, then président dans devant palais national là, pour fêter. Et puis il fait discours and
Hmm.
just normal day, not really normal day. It's like everybody is like dress up, have their
Right.
flag and stuff like that, and stuff like that. But that's the thing, and saying you're looking at it like saying like here, like everybody's like saying like I remember I participate few years back on the Haitian Flag Day that
Okay.
used to do Nostrum.
So this doesn't happen anymore?
It happened,
Okay.
and let me tell you how it's changed. We used to have float that came from up top from Eastern Parkway going
Okay.
down to Nostrand.
Okay.
And this is how so like Haitian wasn't like they didn't wanna like involve and participate in this thing.
Okay.
So the government kind of like
So the
not shut it down, but now they
minimizing it
minimize
smaller.
it smaller. Now what they do, they have a big um giant stage,
Hmm.
and they have different band
Just come and play
that's
in it.
coming and play and activity and stuff like that right on Nostrand between Nostrand it's on Nostrand between Foster and I think it's between those two Foster it's on Nostrand and Foster, saying it was right there by the park, saying and stuff like that. So it's like I'm not against of people like going to Florida and celebrate and stuff like
No,
that,
it's not
but
about that.
one thing also is like saying I think like we here we could do the same thing here
Right.
also. You know what I'm saying? So you know, but I don't know. It's just maybe it's a vacation thing.
It's
Like people
I don't,
use it as a vacation.
I don't know if it's necessarily a vacation thing. I think it's gotten to a point that it is just advertised, the thing to do, and people are not really thinking about it smartly. They're not really thinking. They're not being wise or smart about it. Where they take this opportunity to just take advantage. And if you're turning in for the first time, I've gone to Haitian Compa Fest, and I gotta tell you, it's a combination of, I'm gonna say this, it's an adult show. It's a combination of fuck fest, not really compa fest, because it's not really about the compa festival, to be honest with you. And then it's a lot of nonsense where a lot of people are really pretending to be like, something that they're not, and where they go out there and, they're traveling with money that is not their own. They want to drive the best. They want to have a home. As a matter of fact, yeah, HMI, we talk about it. There's actually a group, I want to say it was 2 years ago, who actually rented a home and then they were robbed. Like literally, they were robbed,
Wow.
but it was all about because they wanted to be part of something, part of a clique to show that we can do it, but really they couldn't do it. So that's really what I see. Like from Friday, I'm watching my news feed and I'm watching, like some of the things that they're saying, and I'm like, damn, did you pay your bill? I bet you your bill is not even paid. When you come home, your phone bill is probably disconnected. But yet, you know what? Hey, I'm in Miami. I don't understand why I'm in Miami. Not say slavery.
But you know one thing it is, Marjorie. This is what happened, and you know I never been to
Yeah, how
Cambodian.
come you've never gone?
People will say like saying I'm not.
I can't believe you've
Okay.
never gone.
One thing about me, I'm one of those people that and I'm very unique. It's like people. I'm very like like with my money and stuff like that. I don't like like to floss that I have money.
Mhm.
Because when you have kids, it's certain thing that you think about.
Mhm.
Okay, and don't get me wrong. In October, I've been to Trini Fest so many times.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not gonna say people might be like, "Oh, Ricky Mix, you're not supporting your Haitian."
Right.
It's not like a question of supporting my Haitian, but I've been to Nostrand so many times. You know what I'm saying? It's like, saying why I can't like give my money, spend my money here to the Haitian that then compare to like saying go and give it to somebody that is another state that don't really like care about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your that's your
So
concept and
that's my main thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying I'm not against Compa Fest at all. You
right.
know what I'm saying? So I applaud like Noel Sissibon for doing this for like 16 years,
Or is
17
that is
years.
that the main is that the main organizer?
Yeah, that's the man. What I'm saying that is doing it. For putting this for 16 years.
Well, I'm talking
It's
to you then. Now
you
that
know
you
what I'm
tell
saying.
me who the organizer, I have a
So
message for him. I'd
so
like to
you know what I'm saying. So that's
to ask him a
that's
question.
how it is. You know what I mean. But what I'm saying my thing is like I'm saying this is what it is. Like what I'm saying is one thing that what I'm saying I really don't understand. Like put it like this: we have our own what you call it, label
Mhm.
that was supposed to be big thing.
Mhm.
I don't see like what I'm saying us doing what I'm saying like major thing. You know
But
what I mean?
but we'll
Like
travel out.
we what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Like what I'm saying like really like kind of like make me think, what I'm saying like what I'm saying like what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody loves New York. So I
Well, I think it goes back to because although we brag about we are a unit, but we're really not a unit. We brag about that we are a team, 100%, Team Haiti and all of that stuff that we say. It's just something that we say. It is not really meant. It is not really felt. We say it just because we want people to hear it. But then again, when it comes down to really helping each other,
we know.
we really
We
don't
be like
help.
we
We
like what I'm
lack.
saying like okay, let's put it like this. Like Compa Festival, you're looking at it. They like so organized. Like for that weekend.
Okay.
Like usually Compa Festival
I
start
don't know
on
if I agree with that.
no
How
no
are
no
they
no no
still
no no
really
no
organized?
no. What I'm saying. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Compa Festival is like saying you already like they already have
Their date plan?
the date plan what's going on. Like from Thursday we know that saying it's going to be this
Yeah,
party.
but that's the
On
only.
Friday they're going to have this. Saturday is something.
Yeah.
Then it's like saying like compared to here we have Labor Day weekend. Okay, we have a Labor Day weekend. that is not even organized. It's like no say it's like everybody wanna like saying like wanna make money.
Okay,
It's like no say
but
but
it's the same thing for them as well. That day they have it set to make money. How organized is that? I don't think they're organized. If you're really in my favor, you're my Haitian people. You really want me to celebrate that day. You don't necessarily have a package together with flights so I can travel. You don't have a hotel set together as a package at in my advantage that I can travel, you group it. No, the only thing that you do is you have Thursday night, Friday night, just all party. We're talking $50 each. How is that organized? Like I don't get it. In terms of partying.
No. But Marjorie, let's put it like this. You know us Haitian, nous toujours cherchons un côté pour nous jouer un discount. You know that.
Okay.
Even they put a package, trust me, wap jwen moun kap di, sa tro chè, moun ka si mal pran pou kont mwen, bon pa samdou la. Because, remember, people go to Florida. It's like, I'm your friend, GB is your friend. It's like, no, we in a group. We know each other from New York from like 10, 15.
Okay.
And guess what? We be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Put it like this. If like, they put a package. Let's put it as a package with airfare, hotel, going like VIP pass to go in on the party. Let's put it like this: is like $800-900 for everything. Okay. Now let's put it like this: you go and buy your own plane ticket. Okay, that will be like $200, $250 to $30.
That's a long time ago. You pay those
no,
prices
but
for
no. Like even this year, depending on when you booked it. So let's put it like this: $250. You pay $250. All right. Now, GBA kind of like saying like no people are down there. He rent like condo or whatever. Guess what? I bought a plane ticket for $250. I'm gonna call GBA and be like, oh GBA, it's okay, extra room like or can I crash over your house? So that's like saying you're already saving the hotel fee. Now, Marjorie have cars, like rent a car. Kung yung bali Marjorie, now per weekend I'm having out of. So that's another, like saying I say they concern New Year, nous usually cut corners. So right. That's why saying maybe que moun kap organize a pas fait li.
No, I mean, but I think
c'est même gens tu regarder a company in Vegas. They
actually had a package.
They have package.
I remember seeing that.
I know so many people that don't go to that package.
No, I'm not suggesting that for them to book a package, all Haitians will agree with it. That's not what I'm saying. You talked about in terms of like they being very organized. I'm saying okay, in terms of like organizing their party to spend. That's about it. But in terms of it's a day that we celebrating, we have something to be happy about. If you're gonna do it, you just do it. You know what I'm saying? Give people a variety. Give people options. To me, I just feel like it's not taken into consideration of like, okay, is this big day we're celebrating? You know what? Let's kind of like package it together. Let's try to really unite all the Haitians together. By putting this attractive package. That's not being done. That's not what I see. All I see is just that you get a bunch of jazz together every year. It's going up. The festival price is going up, and the bands which we're seeing every weekend in New York or in Florida, $40, $50, not even $40, $45, $50, and then at the door, I remember one day I actually paid $70 for my sister to get in. I just think that's not really in our advantage for what we're celebrating. If you're going to do it, to be honest with you, I'm not expecting this to be complimentary. No, it shouldn't be free because obviously they spend. Yeah. There are some expenses, but at least it should be an attractive rate, an attractive price. Furthermore, now it's more like Haitian have lost their mind. They've gone crazy, become more stupid, I'm gonna have to say, where they're renting these like lavish cars. We know you don't have the money because we know the kind of job that you do.
All right.
Okay, I will be quiet for now. HMI, let's talk about it. You're live with Marjory and Rickymix. How are you?
Hello,
Hello?
is this the show I'm watching on TV?
Yes.
Yes, you're live with us. How are you? What town, what city are you calling from?
I'm calling from Miami.
Well, welcome. Thank you for calling.
Uh, the show is about Compa Festival, right?
Not necessarily,
Not
not
necessarily.
necessarily, but it's a
We like,
touch
saying
point.
brushing off it also.
Okay, what I understand is I was there when Compa Festival started.
Oh, so perhaps you can school us. Educate me about Copa Festival a little bit.
Yeah, Compa Festival is just a festival of where they have compa bands, primary compa bands. They have them perform all the big bands,
Right?
the most popular bands
Okay.
they perform,
Mm-hmm.
and that was basically what it is. Compa Festival,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and Compa Festival was not on Flag Day. Compa Festival was on July 3rd weekend.
Okay.
Oh,
So let
so
me.
technically it was originally it was in July. Now they
It was
move
in
it back.
July.
Okay.
So Compa Festival was never a Flag Day celebration. It's a Compa Festival.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
So
what?
it's just a coincidence that it was raining so much around that time. They move it around the May 18 weekend. So it's two different entities. Flag Day celebration and Compa Festival are two different entities and two different celebrations.
Oh,
But can I add? Can
So
I?
it's just a coincidence that the both, the fall on the same weekend. So people, hey, we as Haitian, because we value compa music, because this is a most popular genre, most popular genre. So we celebrate. We go to Compa Festival, and at the same token, we celebrate the Flag Days. So it's not like Compa Festival is a celebration
Celebration
of
of
Flag
Flag
Day.
Day.
No,
Okay.
it's not that. It's two different celebrations.
Let me ask
And
you.
we have to remember also that Nemo Jean-Baptiste, he died on May 18 also. Nemo Jean-Baptiste, who created Compa.
Compa, yeah.
He died on May 18. It's a celebration of Nemo Jean-Baptiste passing.
Okay.
Can I ask you this though? Now that you have enlightened us, educate us on Copa Festival moving to a date of May 18th, has it now been in your favor that we're celebrating Haitian Flag Day and that we now have Copa Festival? Is it beneficial to you having it Copa Festival being on the 18th versus whatever date that it was before?
Yeah, my point is, everybody can. I understand what you are talking about. Like you're talking about everything that I hear from what I understand. It's like you're talking about Compa Festival as the Flag Day celebration. But my point is, I'm trying to explain to you that those are two different celebrations.
And we agree. We agree with you. We agree with you.
That. We
I
understand
thank you.
that.
I thank you
We
for
agree
that.
with it.
But what I'm asking as well, okay, you see how you've just educated us on this piece? A lot of us are misguided. A lot of us are misguided where we are in celebration of Haitian Flag Day at Compa Festival. So I'm
Well,
asking you.
It can be. I think it's an opportunity to
Right.
do them, but because
Okay.
since Compa Festival attracts a lot of Compa fans
Right.
and a lot of Haitians, it's why not celebrate both together? And
Together.
when I go there, I see everybody with the flags. Maybe they should put more emphasis on it. Maybe it's some people think so, but to me it's okay because. We have to sing the national Haitian national anthems, and
Does
we
that
have all
does that
them
happen
flags
actually?
around. It reminds of, huh?
Does that happen actually? Because I couldn't remember being at the Compa Festival. You actually done that. Do we actually do that?
Let me explain. If you're talking about educating people, you need to know what you're talking about first before you start criticizing
I'm
stuff.
asking.
No,
I'm
listen,
asking
listen,
you.
listen. From the first day that show started, I've been there. I've been there like 15, no, 14, 12 times. Because there are 3 years that I did not go.
Okay.
They always sing the Haitian national anthem.
Well, can I tell you, I've been there 5 times, whether I was late or I've missed it. I've never heard it. I've been there 6 times.
Yeah, but you should go there from the beginning to the end before you start throwing all this criticism as a media personality. Because the media, you are the one who are educating us with first your words. We learn from you.
Okay.
So it's imperative that you know your craft, you know everything, you have all the good information first, because we trust your words.
Okay, but you know one thing. This is one thing. First of all, you know, before, like, you know, saying, like, you know, saying, like, you can see, like, you know, the show is a new show that we just started. So
okay,
the time that she was going over there, you know, she was just as she went as like, you know, personal experience. She was, like, you know, trying to get her experience over there.
okay.
So, you know, us, you know, saying, come on, we, you know, like, you know, when we going is on, we go to those festival or those event on our sweet time, like, you know, saying our little Lenvle or something. So, you know, she might late, so she didn't know that.
No,
You know,
I've
saying,
never.
so,
I've gone. I've never gone to
so
experience the entire thing.
so, but you know, saying, but me personally, I, you know, say I know that, you know, say that will never happen. That, you know, say, for like they're not gonna sing the national anthem. So I know that for a fact that, you know, saying, you know, that even here Labor Day weekend, Eisenhower, they still do it.
And
You know,
Nostrand as well.
no strain. It's like, no. So
I would like to add. I would like to add something. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can't see me, but I'm the tech guy.
Go
But
ahead.
first of all, we didn't get your name though.
Hello?
What is your name? We didn't get your name.
We didn't get your name.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Can you?
Yes.
We were inquiring what your name
What's your name? We
was.
didn't get your
Oh,
name.
Jean-Louis.
Jean-Louis.
You know, there is a delay from the screen and the phone.
Okay, yeah, I know,
I have to
yeah.
move out of the room.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Hold
Jean-Louis.
on 1 minute. I have to change the phone also.
Okay. You know, it's like, you know, saying sometimes, you know, say it's always good to, like, you know, saying to get information with people that know. But, you know, saying, like, nobody
Yes.
knew.
Jean-Louis, let me ask you a question. How long has it been since they switched Compa Fest to May 18?
I think it was I think it was on the third year.
So
Yeah,
how-
I think it
See,
was on the
so-
third or the fourth year.
So what is this in the 90s? What is this in the
This is my
90s?
point. What I'm trying to tell you, most people that go to Compa Fest, they're like young people like myself. If Compa Fest be going on for like 16 years, mind you, I'm 28. So basically, when Compa Fest started, I was just 12. I didn't know what was
Yeah,
going
but
on.
my point is, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. But when I start listening to you, I mean, what I get from what you are saying is like you putting out all the negatives. I mean, all the negative impact of Compa Festival. So that's all the wrong. I mean, in your mind, what is wrong? That's all I get from from your show. Compa
No.
Festival, the Jacob the Price.
No. Well,
that's my perception.
What she was trying to say, let me put it like that. She was talking about her personal
My personal experience.
for Compa Festival.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
let me speak to him.
Yeah, but you know, you are the one running the show. Okay, you're talking about your personal experience, but your personal experience is all negative. After I listen to you, I will never step foot in Compa Festival.
It's not. It's Jean-Louis. Excuse me for a second. It's not necessarily negative. I am a consumer as well. I am a person who've actually experienced Compa Fest 6 years.
Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to explain to you. You are young, but you know before
not that young.
you start a show like that, okay, you need to get information because you are a big influence. you're a big influence on people.
Yes, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
Okay.
I understand what you're saying.
I don't.
No, what he,
I don't
no,
because listen,
no. What he trying to say? Okay, what I'm saying, since people is watching us, you know what I'm saying. So before, like, saying we say something about something, we need to, like, gather all information.
You've never attended.
I never
You've never
attended.
gone. I've gone
attended,
6 times. I've paid 6 different price. I've gone 6 times. I've had 6 different experiences throughout my time that have gone. I'm basically sharing what I've experienced.
How much do you pay? How much do you pay to get in?
The last time I went, which was like 2 years ago, I think I paid about like $50 something.
You pay $50
I
to go see all the big band.
Oh no!
Playing in one place.
No. Oh yeah, for the festival. Yes, for the festival.
Yeah, for the festival.
Right.
That has all. You paying $50.
I think it's $55.
All those Haitian, all those big Haitian bands, all the most popular Haitian bands in one place. You're paying $50 to go see all of them, but you're not satisfied. But you're gonna pay $175.
I didn't
$500 to go.
I never.
You're gonna pay to see Rihanna only Rihanna.
No, but what she
Jean-Louis. I never said that.
She never said that she wasn't satisfied.
What happened?
No, she never said that she wasn't
You're
satisfied.
talking about the prices.
Hold on.
About the prices, but please.
Jean-Louis. Jean-Louis, let me say this. Mba jam te di ke mba satisfait non. Moi même qui dit, m'ba le en créole peut-être pour comprendre. Moi même qui dit comme ça. On monde qui organiser compa festival là. Nous ouais haïtien yo remet travel, yo remet ambiance là, yo remet festival qui yo put together hein. Qui gens pour qui ça yo pas organize it and offer an attractive package qui include airfare, qui include hotel. This is the aspect that I was speaking about. I'm not disagreeing that you're charging $55 for the.
That one.
You didn't hear.
Nothing wrong with that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you say you have rip off HMI and Muna HMI. You have. You monte prix on the vendors.
Let me tell you. Wait. Let me tell you when I commented and I said about Haitians being ripped off, because you have now the airlines who realize, okay, it's a big day, for the Haitians. They travel for Haiti. The prices are like, yay high, which has nothing to do with you.
Well,
it has nothing to do with you.
Also, if you want to go to Haiti on
that's what we said.
That's what we were saying.
We said that. And we said that. We said that too. We said that, now they kind of got used to nous connaissons carnaval Haiti, but montre prix. But what I'm saying, as an organizer, whoever's organizing this, perhaps, meeting with the right people, talking with the right people, putting an attractive package together where Haitian don't just go to Miami and blow their rent money, or go to Miami and break their mortgage money, or go to Miami and just spend money that they borrowed just so they can have fun. This is the aspect I'm talking about. Us planning better, being smart about how we spend our money. Like me, I've gone, each time that I've gone, I have actually saved and put money aside. I don't borrow to go and live that so-called life. Let me, oh my God, Compa Festival, oh my God, Haitian Flag Day, whatever it is. I'm talking about in terms of that aspect of this whole, celebration, that thing that we're doing. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not putting the event Compa Festival down.
Let me tell you something. I was not listening from the beginning.
Okay.
Maybe that's
listen. It's 3 people who call me, and that's what I got from them. You say, Sunday moun sa yo kap blast Copa Festival.
Oh, but déjà, by the time you got it from the third person, if it's refurbished.
It's not even only me. It's the way you put it. That's how it goes to the public.
Okay.
C'est ça yo comprendre. So maybe if you try to be more articulate about it and frame when you comprendre bien exactement, because I understand clearly what you're doing. Now I understand.
Okay, but nous pas dire que compa festival là son rip-off lié and this and that. We're talking about like
the whole weekend.
The whole thing. So c'est même genre de là on met que pour conseiller pour satisfaire tout le monde. Nous te ka just saying nous connaissons que nous allons faire on fait 18 mai. Oh, but nous marcher dans toute airline, yo, on passe en dit, yo, you know what, then let's, you know, saying,
Put a nice package
put
together.
a nice package for us.
I mean,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
keep
So, like, you know what I'm
repeating
saying? So,
it.
at least, on passe à moun kap vin Miami, on passe à là, pour le conseil, like, non, s'il d'abord dépenser, like, $1,000 pour semaine, now, on passe à at least, il a dépensé $700. So, lui, c'est $300. Bah, nous pas dit que, Compa Festival son report.
Let me tell you what I've done, 2 years ago, without anybody asking me. Okay, I'm in hotels. Okay, that's my line of work. I noticed that.
I'm gonna need your contact, okay?
And I noticed, and I love to help my Haitian people. And I noticed that people were booking their reservation all over the place. So I took it upon myself. No one asked me. With my contact, I reach out to the revenue team for a hotel, the Royal Palm, right on Collins Avenue. And I spoke with the revenue team. I said, look, you might not know about this day, but there is an opportunity for a piece of business. It's called Compa Fest. I need you to talk with the general managers, the salespeople. I need an attractive rate. What I would do is I would promote that rate. I would reach out to all my contacts in the HMI, letting them know there is a hotel code, Compa Fest, I call it at the time. All they have to say is Compa Fest, and they'll get that rate. No one asked me to do that. But I wanted to help the people because everybody was booking $300, $400, $500, and ideally we just wanted to go and have a good time. We wanted to have a decent place.
What's your name? My name is Jean-Louis. What's your name?
My name is Marjory Murat.
Marjory.
Murat.
Do you know the organizers of the festival?
I've learned from Rickymix, my co-host here. What's his name? C'est Simon somebody?
No, it's Simon.
Right. I don't know them. Right. I don't know them.
You might see him.
Where to find them because
you might see him.
Really, I would like to
know him very.
I would like to contact them first and put you in touch with them. I think you will be a good fit, and the management team or whatever, the organization, whatever, the promotion team.
Well, can I tell you, when I actually had put this rate together for it was 2 years ago, call it the Compa Fest, I actually reached out to a couple of people. I think some of them did reach out to me where they did end up booking a lot of the rooms. But again, it was an opportunity that I see that I wanted to help the people who really were looking to have a good time, but not necessarily going about it the right way. Again, that's what I talk about, packaging things, getting together, uniting with each other, and help each other. I'm not putting down, if that was understood that I was putting Compa Fest down, that's not what I'm doing. I'm talking about...
that's what some few people, I don't know if everybody...
Yeah. But I understand, but, saying it's just like you say, you didn't start it watching the show from the beginning,
and plus it was refurbished. So by the time I got to the third person, it's refurbished information.
So, but but Jean-Louis, thank you very much for educate us about Compa Fest. So I never.
Fest and Mouja Baptiste also.
But
Mouja Baptiste created Compa, and he died on May 18.
Okay,
what year did he die?
1985.
Oh wow!
Right.
I was May 18 of 1985, and Simano also.
So that same week also.
He died that same week of that same year.
Okay.
He died on the 13th, May 13.
Yes.
So May is a big month for Compa.
Let me ask you this, since you seem to have some insight. So over the years, from the time that it first started to now, how is Compa Festival looking? Is it growing in revenue every year? Is there a progression? Do you see or know or aware of that?
Well, it was growing until somebody decided to have a same Haitian Compa Festival.
And Fort Lauderdale.
I saw that 2 years ago.
That same city, same area. And
I saw that 2 years ago.
And it went down. It went way down.
Is it still happening now? There's actually two.
But I don't think they.
Well, they failed. They failed because the plan was to break up something that was.
They see
something positive.
Right.
I would say because Compa Festival is the biggest Haitian event cultural event that we have.
Right, it is.
Besides Carnival and Haiti. So
Right,
Yeah.
right.
the fail, and I was there yesterday. I went there, and I see it's picking up again. But for the past 5 years, it lost a lot of steam.
Yeah.
Really?
Because
Oh,
you
wow.
know, I
The
think
guys, they
last,
were
I think
actually, to me, I think they were losing a lot of money for the past 5 years.
yeah, because you know, saying I know I have few people down there, and I think like they say it was like maybe an average 20 plus, 20 plus.
It
That
was
was
what?
1,000 people that was at this stadium and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
is
but unfortunately, it's not. It's no. It's not really.
That
From
high?
what I learn, what I've learned, it's not really an Haitian. I mean, it's not Noel and Cecibo who put it together yesterday. I think it's the Sun Life Stadium. So it's
Oh,
again,
okay.
it's a foreigner who took over.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
because
sad.
we were fighting. Because we were fighting.
That's sad, and that's some of the stuff that we talked about here.
Yeah.
We're saying that how we're supposedly celebrating this big event, this big day, but really
this is our day.
how
You know what I'm
much
saying? Our day.
like how much unity is there among us, and him and we've talked about this on our show. We would love to see a close knit um among us Haitian, but somehow we do not see that. We see little cliques, little groups, little
Yeah.
groupings, little things, and we don't know. We promote that we together, but we don't really
have
know how to be
we
together.
don't have the sense of
That's
cooperation.
what I'm saying. Let's put it like this. You see how like saying you just say like saying like Sun Life Stadium kind of like put the associate themselves with whoever that's doing it to do this thing. So imagine saying the person that was trying to do the one in Fort Lauderdale, and say if they
Exactly.
had clicked together,
Right.
they could have
Exactly.
done it a bigger event. And this is where saying like saying I don't know when that say us Haitian will be
Exactly.
getting that that head together like to make something for our country. Saying it's like saying like nous si tellement gen richesse la kay nous pas kon qui richesse qui gen la kay nous et puis nous quitter
Do you?
de yo
Eh ben oui.
kap vin feli ou pas ça
Eh
de
ben
là
oui.
so c'est problème ça nous gain là mais haïtien nous même toujours nous si nous pas font compétition nous pas sentir à l'aise on va tout ça n'a fait son
Gen
compétition.
que les compétitions, mais c'est pas compétition vraiment, c'est crasé au besoin.
Right.
I mean, yeah,
Right.
we want to some dollars, so we want
Right. And we
So-
see that with every establishment, with everything, instead of like partnership, you know, uh, um, like we don't see the unit. There is no unit, and étranger même pas jam attractive dans nous-mêmes pour vle faire rien avec nous.
Yeah.
Like I was driving to work today, and there was a commercial of Corona. It was all in Spanish. I'm like, dag, nous sommes une grosse population, tout, nous sommes une grosse nation, tout. Qui ça fait we don't even have anything like that? But I'm like, wait, nous pas besoin de go comme ça, parce que nous-mêmes, nous pas tête ensemble. Qui sont
Where
nous pas?
do you live?
I'm
live
in New York.
We live in
I'm in
New
New
York.
York.
The show is in New York.
New York, there's a large population, Haitian population.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'd love to see something like that for my Haitian folks. I'd like to see driving on the highway and see a Corona commercial, let it be in Creole. Nous gon pas ket term nous utiliser, nous gon pas ket bagay nous di ki populaire, but ba wè yo, Ford company's not talking to us, cars not talking to us, drinks not talking to us,
Yeah, but,
liquor's not talking to us. I want us to get our stuff together so they'll talk to us. That
You can imagine how proud we Haitian we were like 2 weeks ago when watching the playoff. We watching basketball games and we saw the advertising of Compa Festival here. You know that's.
how much did that cost?
I don't know how much it cost, but it happened, and we never used to see that before, and that was so we were so proud.
Oh wow! Post the link on my page. I'd love to see it.
But you know one thing it is. This is one thing that about us that len wè on bagay haïtien
Nous fiers.
l'on bagay américain l'on commercial aussi non bagay que haïtien temps.
But nous pas qu'à faire happen.
Nous-mêmes peut-être pas.
We
On va
can't make it
ça
happen.
là, so, bah ça, on comprend, après, on comprend depuis tout le temps ça n'a gourmet, c'est nous gain freedom, nous, bah ça, et puis nous still pas qu'à vraiment
Parce
get
que
it
n'a fait
ensemble,
polémique, n'a
you
gourmet
know,
entre nous.
Let me
so,
ask you this, Jean-Louis. What role do you play? What role do you play in this HMI? What role do you play? Like,
Oh, well, I pay my money. I go dance. I buy the CDs. I support the bands. I travel,
but in
Of
terms
course,
of,
that's,
I was
I
talking.
buy the CDs. I play them for my kids to listen to,
Yeah.
to get the grip of what.
I was talking
what
in terms of investment. That's what I was
that's
talking about.
investment. That's investment.
That's
I invest a lot on it. I buy a lot of CDs. Buy the music. I put it. I make my kids listen to it. And
You're too cute.
this is big investment.
That you're
because
too cute.
I'm passing the culture, the music to my kids. That's gonna make it sustain and live for for years to come. That's
Okay.
big investment.
Okay. Now, if
I make other people listen to it. My friends at work, I buy them CDs. I make them listen to it, and I promote it in my way.
Bon, Jean-Louis, m'da mais on mon concours et dans New York, parce que moi ou vraiment ou supporter culture, moi mais ça en pile.
he's not one of them who asked to go in for free.
So moi que ou même va on da mais on va sin plusieurs monde comme ça on dans pays la
Communauté, hein?
communauté elle était ka bon pour pays on va ça là so but
Yeah, moi, son bon nationaliste, mais pays.
okay
Buy no pays.
so
But we definitely appreciate. I know I appreciate having this conversation
Yeah.
with you. I'm
Yeah, I will also. I don't know the guys, like I told you. I don't know them, but if you could get in touch with them, I believe they're accessible.
But Jean-Louis ou kon question bon mais sou kon bagay que nous même là
there's a lack of following up that's going on.
non ou connaît nous même dans communauté haïtienne qui Jean nous ou kon qui Jean nous nous même dans communauté ou
Okay.
connaît que gen une série de bagages que on a fait on mettait que Marjory sont filiés que l'État essaie reach out tout le monde qui organise un gros event premier ça va dire who are you
Don't
Oh,
you-
was exemple là
Then nous dit qui est souillé.
même si on dit qui est souillé on va dire oh ça qu'a fait pour
Non,
on va exemple là
listen. Ça va haïtien on va parler là. Quand il y a aux États-Unis.
Ça, haïtien, yeah.
moi m'a
On va parler de fierté, on va parler de non business pas gain bagay ça.
non but non but monsieur Jean-Louis gen moun qui pas tellement on va
ça fait que regarder mon nan va ka battre. C'est soit le do oui ou bien le do
non m'dakwa avant
Ok.
ça dire m'dakwa avant ça me dire but
sous faire affaire professionnel ou présenter package ou gens pour présenter là et then ou présenter là ou montrer au sac pour yo la donne et puis ou même ou dit sac pour la donne parce que pas rien qui fait free.
Right.
Mais l'avantage, tout le monde nous présente package ou bien présenté. So, bah ouais, big deal, si vous pas d'accord, vous pas d'accord. Mais tu même, vous fait step pour là.
all right
You know, my only issue that I agree with you 100%, 1,000%. It's all about, you know what's in it for me, what's in it for you.
Exactly.
What the struggle is for me that I find is just that the lack of follow-up. I can put this wonderful presentation of what I can bring to you, what would benefit you.
Ou pas même faire bagarre là. Listen.
I'm just telling you my experience.
Régler là qu'on y a là. Parce que sauf ce parler là que le fait parce que l'état bon pour communauté en pile l'état bon pour organisation nèg yo cap organiser ba là peut-être parce que faut pas oublier moun cap organiser autour c'est pas moun qui t'est passé dans l'école pour faire ça faire son effort y a fait.
Right,
C'est
right.
pas que même j'ai avec nous.
Right.
Ça veut dire que yo grand pile bagay que yo manqué ressources tout c'est pas monde qui millionnaire qui grand l'argent bah c'est parce que m'te ouais côté nèg ça a commencé faire ti ba yo on ça le dire là si nous on
Idée.
suggestion c'est pour nous mettre les bien présenter le bien devant pour pas montrer que c'est n'a put you down, pour présenter tout bien, pour montrer mon mais ça ou gain pour lui. Si bon, si après au chita yo fait business avec blanc, yo fait business avec tout le monde.
Yo remè blanc, yo remè fè
Pas de nous
bizarre
même haïtiens,
blanc.
nous même nous
Non,
toujours.
mais yo fait business avec tout le monde, yo fait publicité avec tout média haïtien, yo fait ça veut dire que yo
Non, mais c'est que passer
au parler.
non, mais c'est médias haïtiens parce que je connais que vraiment
Eh bien, exactement, mais yo négocier, ça veut dire que yo c'est pas deux extraterrestres ou qu'à négocier.
Well, Jean-Louis, thank you so much. I'm definitely walking away from this conversation with something. I appreciate for what you have shared with us. I will definitely take what you said into consideration. You know, definitely being very prepared and sharing a little bit of, you know, what I can do. And
next year, I hope that everyone have coming from out of town that go through you, through Marjory.
You're too cute. Anything else for us? We really like talking to you, but we're gonna move on. Anything else from us?
Okay, I like the show.
Well, thank you so much.
Keep it up. You know, I will follow you. You know, I will follow you anywhere. Even on Twitter, I will follow you.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Okay, have a great evening.
All right.
All right. Bye. All right.
All right.
I think
HMI, let's talk about it. You know,
yes.
nous comme nous tendez là, nous avons Jean-Louis straight from Florida,
who is
straight from
watching the
Miami,
show.
qui a regardé show, qui vient
Non, trois moun qui
Actually, ça c'est tripotaille, oui.
Trois moun qui relèl pour dire
but you know, comme très après content de mon Florida qui a regardé nous parce que nous juste New York ou par exemple de là. Non, nous pas parler qu'on pas festival mal, nous pas parler qu'on pas festival mal.
But there is areas of improvements.
On pense
you know,
là,
so
c'est ça lié. On pense que qui vraiment Jean-Louis éduqué nous, que moi-même, on pense qui dit nous que compas festival pas vraiment actually based on May 18 Flag Day, il était based en juillet. C'est parce qu'il a fait un pile la pluie en juillet que fait qu'on move li en mois de mai qui vraiment.
But what did I say? When I opened up the show, what did I say? When I started school here from junior high, all I remember was May 18th, this is what happened. I went to high school, May 18th, this is what happened. Then I went away to college. Okay, I can't wait to turn 21 so I can go to Florida, mal célébrer Haitian Flag Day, no Copa Festival. Our message is just not necessarily getting across as it should. I bet you and I are not the only two who are somewhat misguided. We know to pack our bag, we buy all the Haitian flag items that we can think of. Yeah. We go to Miami now because that's where the big shindigs happen. We go to Compa Festival and then we go to a bunch of fetes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like, you know, it's a getaway. You know what I mean? So, quand le monde qui utilise li, on prend un problème là caillou, on prend yo besoin de vacances, on prend yo besoin rencontrer des trois new boubout, on prend ça là, on prend yo besoin de faire des autres yo.
Right.
Y'all Miami, you know, whatever, you know. So, c'est ça qui bagaille.
Well, before we continue, we're gonna take a short break. When we come back, we'll definitely continue this conversation, and when we return, we're gonna discuss about the different aspect of what surrounds the Compa Festival, the other shenanigans that goes on. So, HMI, let's talk about it. You know, be prepared again. Our phone lines, they're open. It's your show today. You know, challenge me. If you feel like I've said something that's not necessarily the truth, I'd love to hear it. I'd love having this conversation with Jean-Louis just now. So don't hesitate. You know what? Contact us. You know, comment, call us, or however, Facebook, however. Okay, so we're going to take a short break.
malgré tes belles filles, pays, ouais. Laisse-moi pas finir, on fait plein de figures. Oh, 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 oh. Quitter l'avancée, quitter l'école, quitter l'avancée. Yeah, yeah.
Faut nous tous chanter. Pour des pays, faut qu'ils décoller. Yeah, yeah. Digue toi dans le campé. À nous mettre tête ensemble pour faire le marché. Oh, oh, oh. Nous mes belles plages, belles soleil. Cascade, nous c'est merveille. Pays ça trop riche pour le pauvre. T'as aimé, ouais, pays décoller. T'as aimé pour pays décoller.
Si nous voulons pays n'avancer, faut que nous marchions tête collée. Camper toute hypocrisie, acte pays n'a décollé. Production pays baissé, tourisme vient visiter. Nous tellement pas vivre ensemble, toute l'autre nation pays millienne. Nous supposons changer page, le fait voter toute vieille charge. Haïtien nous doit mettre maille couleur drapeau, notre game caille. Les yo ouais pays changer, Kounyan Galdi, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
T'as aimé pour pays me décoller. T'as aimé pour pays me décoller.
C'est toujours à parler nous mal, toujours à parler nous mal.
Pas parler le mal, non, pas parler le mal. Chaque pays a un problème, pas yo.
C'est toujours à parler nous mal, toujours à parler sous ton
Pas
nous.
parler le mal, non, non.
This is Shabba, Haiti for life.
Iso fashizo,
Fasade.
Ya know. T'as aimé pour pays me décoller. T'as aimé pour pays me décoller.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Get up, oh yeah.
Right, let's talk about it. Welcome back. We're having somewhat a little bit of a fun reading some of the comments, some of the text messages, and some of the, you know, shared with us. So Rickymix, HMI. Let's talk about it. So some of the feedback from a viewer is that how is it that today is Haitian Flag Day? Rickymix is not wearing anything with the flag. I'm not wearing anything with the flag. And how do you feel about that?
But first thing is like I'm saying like we're gonna say is I'm coming from work. She's coming from work.
I'm coming straight from work.
So
seriously.
we trying to not to be late to the show, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons that nobody can flag like. But you know
Right.
what I'm saying. So
I mean, not. This is not meant to, to be an excuse. You are right. We had all the great intent on, wearing something with, Haitian Flag Day. I mean, if you follow me on Facebook, on IG, you will definitely see that I posted a picture wearing my flag. But unfortunately, today with my work schedule, literally leaving work at 5:40 to be in the studio for 6, it just was not possible to make it home. But you're right. We're celebrating. But I'm celebrating in here. I'm proud to be a Haitian. I think not wearing it on the show today doesn't necessarily, minimize, how I'm feeling. I'm feeling 1,000% a Haitian, and I'm feeling, we definitely have a great thing to celebrate, and we love our flag. I love my flag, and we accept your constructive criticism, and next year we'll definitely have that big Haitian flag for you, and on the table as you suggested, Beaubrun. I'm putting you out there, and you will definitely, rock your shirt as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had. Let me tell you, it's like saying the type of job that I do. You know what I'm saying? Baka mete kite rad na machine moi ou ensemble
I
so
definitely couldn't show up at the hotel with a Haitian
so
flag shirt on.
that's the thing. So si m'te pou m'kourir à la kay moi et puis pou m'te mette rad sou moi on va show tap commencer maybe by 7:30 8 o'clock and m'ba kwa que moun yo tap vraiment content de ça ou ensemble
right.
so be with us, one Haïtien c'est l'allié.
Okay.
L'ensemble nous on va c'est pas se mettre tout le monde a mis on Haitian t-shirt, but on va s'amener à pas vraiment l'encoeur, l'encens, on va s'amener là.
We gotta move on, Earlier we were touching base on, some of the things that are surrounding or the aspect of the celebration for this big day. And, I'm gonna bring it up again. And again, this is not, to take an attack on anyone. Again, it's Marjory's perception, is my view, is what I see. And what's being promoted to me, when I look at my news feed, whether it's IG, whether it's, I don't tweet, Facebook, some of the lifestyle that I see being promoted is not what today is about. And the concern that I have, and yes, I've had some folks who are reaching out to me too, can I get a loan? My thing is, you are celebrating Haitian Flag Day. Why is it that we're promoting this baller lifestyle that we have to go and do this stupidness that is really not your true life, for, a few days? You know what? Could we not, invest our money better versus, renting a vehicle that you have to return, but for the few days, it's important. Let's do it. I mean, what do you think about that? Like, would you go to Miami and just take your mortgage money and just blow it on the weekend just to show? Because a lot of that's what's going on, and this is the aspect of this whole day I want to talk about.
But one thing it is, this is on bagay ki rive. Nous mêmes Haïtiens, mais qui s'en est.
Nous sommes superstar business.
C'est pas superstar business. Nous aimons suivre, nous aimons où est-ce qu'on monde fait, nous besoin faire. Mais nous pas contre qui j'aime monde faire. Au bon samedi là, yo et Marjory à Miami, la vivre on gens. Mon n'a besoin faire besoin chercher demander monde qui j'aime Marjory faire, so pour l'autre année pour la le faire. Au bon samedi là, so c'est comme ça. Et Mouni aller Miami. On va dire, yo et Marjory aller. On va dire, par contre qui Jean, Marjory cap save depuis 3 ans, 2 ans. On va dire car je veux un bonus en travail. On va dire okay, you know one thing, I'm going to save that for Compa Festival. On va là aller, il chercher on va les jeunes coupons, on va jeune discount dans tout côté, il y a connexion dans n'importe côté, il jeune d'essayer de bagaille. Et puis, là, je joue 5 jours, 6 jours, Miami, on prend, but game one qui go overboard.
Right. I mean, if you can afford it.
Pas disons mon baka al Miami al faire d'essayer de bagaille, but some people go overboard with it.
And yeah, and this is what I see, like, right, especially, like you travel, you within the circle of these people, you go to their, event or their party and you part of them and just to see. I mean, my question is, what is the point? What is the point? Like, this is not the lifestyle that you are living, like, does it make sense? Or could you not really better invest your money versus renting that, car that is not, is that the right message? Is that the right message for your children? Is that the right message that to send? Okay, we're celebrating Haitian Flag Day / Compa Festival,
But moi-même pour personnel, pour moi-même, là on mettait que si gain 500 Haïtiens qui sorti whatever côté sorti pour aller à Miami, maybe 50 cas qu'on qui pour qui ça à Miami.
That's huge because I think maybe 10% knows really.
So against Sakali, you just I want to turn up. I'm going to show saying I want to turn up. So yo pa kon pou ki sa y ale lot bo. Y ale se cherche gen moun ka ale pou présenter, gen moun ka ale pour un petit vacances. Bon, moi même pas le vacances. Si ou à l'on côté ou pas dormir ou fait 5 jours pas dormir, qui vacances ça y? C'est pas vacances y.
But that's their way. That's their vacation.
So while turn up, while celebrate. Moi c'est comme ça moi. Si son vacances ou al faire ou aller ou ponti dormir ou party tout le monde a en vacances m'aller vacances plusieurs fois on pense samedi moi on prend m'river m'gen hôtel moi dormir me lever manger boire tafia sou retourner à la mer non toute bagage ça on pense samedi là but chaque monde gen gens yo fêter bon chaque monde gen gens pas yo fêter tout.
I mean, you know what, HMI, we're talking about it. If you oppose, you feel that there's a need for all the shenanigans that goes on for the few days, and it's important to you for you to kind of showcase that lifestyle, to pretend and live that lifestyle. Call me, talk to me, let me hear about it. I want to hear about it. No. I've just never done it where I've gone to Florida. I've always been, each time that I've gone to Haitian flag, now I've learned to trying to say it correctly, Haitian flag / Compa Festival, I've always looked for an opportunity for me to save money. Like I've gone with groups. First of all, if I'm sitting at a hotel, my hotel is never like $100. I've always looked for a way to save money. Yeah. I want to stay at the best hotel, but I don't want to pay the price. And there was a time that I went with a group of people. I didn't necessarily want to spend that that much money in a hotel. We kind of grouped together. We rented a vacation home. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like a mansion or anything, but it was a home to fit the amount of girls that I was with. So I'm always looking for an advantage. I just want to understand this lifestyle that is just promoted. I just feel like it's sending the wrong message for people like you who have kids. You know what? They're watching what you do. They're watching what I do. My mom, she goes to Compa Festival, what? She blow up, blah, 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 this money, whatever. They're going to want to do the same. And I'm just worried about these people have children. They've left their children. Some of them left their home, bills not paid, but showcasing this lifestyle. And I just don't quite get it. What does that have to do with celebrating Haitian Flag Day or Compa Festival? HMI, let's talk about it. Challenge me. I want to hear.
Call. You know what I'm saying? You could call us 718-454-1940, 718-454-1940. Really, no, on va samedi à parler, on va samedi là, so.
Peut-être ou même peut-être ou attendez ou aller tout comme pas jamais aller. Peut-être ou aller ouais ça qui tellement attractive comme ça qui fait mon.
Gen pile moun ka aller Miami, on va samedi là, c'est like no curiosity. On va samedi parce que le temps que Marjory had a good time last year. Bon dire bon, moi besoin ouais qui ça le gain. Like I say, m'a dit nous ça. I'm not against somebody going to Compa Festival. Pas against ça. On va samedi là, c'est l'argent ou fait sauver ou on va samedi là ou gain bilou riba qui gado, but it's a limit.
I just want to understand what's the point.
On va samedi là, it's a limit. You know what I'm saying? It's a limit. On va gain gens on va samedi là. It's like I was talking to few people. On va samedi là. C'est nous pas connaître si c'est nous même là. Ti noir ou par exemple la black là même qui comme ça que les dans l'autre côté nous besoin faire ouais ou par exemple là m'a regarder Oprah en vacances m'a Oprah faire ça Jay-Z en vacances cap faire l'argent ou par exemple là louer un yacht li relax à madame li
right. No,
you have a good time.
I don't want it to be misunderstood that you on vacation and then you talking about your vacation, you're having a good time. That's great. I'm one of those too. If I'm on vacation, because I'm a big social media person, if I like the hotel, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to Facebook about it. I'm not talking about that aspect. You can show off all of that. My point is, again, I'll put it out there. It's that wannabe ballin' lifestyle. You do not live that life that you are in New York. You live with your mother in the basement. You can't park that car that you're driving anywhere, you really don't have a home. Like I just want to understand the point. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it.
Marjory said,
So
"Go back here, really fair wear. Do it for the IG. Let's do it for the IG.
Do it for the IG. I like that one. I like that one. Do it for the IG. Do it for Facebook, huh?
That's how it is. One something to last. So like I said, I'm not hating. Get mon qui dit comme ça que raison que fait Rickymix pas en because he don't have money, he's broke.
Really? That you couldn't afford a plane ticket just to go?
I can afford to go, saying stuff like that. But dès qu'à venir avec passeport moi, pour me montrer how many stamps that I have, saying que moi les en vacances, vacances locales, en vacances international. Oh well, but it's not what I'm, saying.
Right.
And on top of it, saying I have kids. Alhamdulillah. So, Timon moi, qui est-ce qui va le mener à l'école? Qui est-ce qui va le pick up yo? Alhamdulillah, moi on voit ça. Alhamdulillah. Thank for my mother, alhamdulillah, qui qui support moi, alhamdulillah. But sometimes I don't. Ou pas supposé over abuse it.
Give up a comment yo.
Alhamdulillah.
Comment ou pas jamais li
So, no, but gen comment qui dit petit ou pas dit rien qui mal. Haïtien pas vle moun critiquer yo, c'est pas parler mal pour gen droit porter yon critique qui optimiste, c'est comme ça pour nous avancer. Alhamdulillah, yo dit qu'on pas parler mal.
I'm glad you read it.
Alhamdulillah, so gen moun qui dit parce que haïtien there is il dit parce que haïtien acheter figure étranger. C'est ça qui fait que
wow.
Yo gain certain qui gain let me see if I can scroll up.
I don't want you to ignore the comments. We have to read the comments. They're sharing it with us. We want to share with the viewers, as well.
Yeah. Okay. Right there. HMI, let's talk about it. Technology sound teacher, I'm say something like so. No got the problem now. My pum scroll up, so. Maybe
let me not ignore my phone because a lot of people are reaching out to me
see,
from
the chat, well. So maybe we can ask some. Okay. Ok, non, c'est ça mon a dit parce que haïtien acheter figure étranger. Gelle c'est sorti dit que gelle que c'est.
Listen to me. I don't remember everything that I said, okay? But again, everything that I said, it's my. I tell it. I say this every weekend. It's my perception. I'm not claiming to be what's the word? I'm not claiming to be a professional at each topic that is discussed. I do have a view. I do have a say so. I have a way, of perceiving things, and I only share it, and I invite you every weekend every Sunday that we hear to, share, yours, as well. And, talking with Jean-Louis, it was definitely interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Hearing his, what he has to say, but at the end of it, it's just not. We weren't too far from the same concept. He's all about unity. He's all about being smart about our dollar and the things that we do. And this is what I'm talking about here as well. If you have an opportunity to multiplying your dollar, you would definitely take that advantage.
Of course,
again, this is what
tout ça on va nous voir qu'on fait l'argent là-dedans, non bagaille, but like I say, on va que nous-mêmes faut supporter culture, non?
And we can support it, but we can support it the right way. We don't have to necessarily, we don't have to behave like ignorance, like ignorant people. We don't have to show that, okay, here it is, it's just Haitian Flag Day, and, we're not taking care of home, and here we are just blowing a lot of money. Like, that's just like, an ignorant thing to do. That's just like a bad move. That's not a good move at all. And we want to talk about that. We don't just want to showcase or we want to promote just when somebody's promotes all about popping bottle. But okay, you popping the bottle. Can you afford to pop the bottle? Are you popping the bottle where you're hurting the next day? Because we do see that. We see young ladies who actually attend these events. They get their hair done beautifully, they get the outfit, they got the shoes, but there's another aspect of their life that is hurting, whether it's their children, whether it's they're not really investing some of that into themselves, whether it's taking a course or a class or instead of sitting in an annoying job that they don't like, to actually do something about it where they could actually advance. I'm just not gonna sit here and promote hey, go to Florida and freaking rent a Lamborghini and a mansion, spend over $25,000 and just pour faire mon way, and then support and promote that. I just can't. And what I'm looking at my news feed, I gotta tell you, I was annoyed a little bit. I was a little bit annoyed because I'm like, damn, these are people that I know what they do. I know it's almost like I know almost how much money they bring in every week. Who are you fooling? It's just foolery. It's just like stupidness, and
I say what I said earlier. Let's do it for IG.
I mean, HMI, let's talk about it. It's a show that we talk about anything and everything, and we're not necessarily in the business here to necessarily be disliked, but there is some aspect of us that if we could change, we would love to change. No,
of course,
right?
It's just like saying, I see, like, let's put it like this. I see people going crazy, like kind of like go overboard for Compa Fest.
Right.
But we have Labor Day weekend here. I don't see them going crazy for it.
Right.
And this is something in our backyard.
Right. But it's the same. Isn't that the same thing the bands are saying? Back home in Florida, they're not really like, no one wants to pay for them to watch them back home in Florida, but they come to New York. New York people are paying all crazy money for it. I mean, you see that locally. It's not.
So
it's not that like well received, but people will travel for it. I mean, I guess it's just one of those things. It happens. It's I don't know if you can necessarily control that, but I agree with you. If there's a way we could have team up to maybe if not come up with something as big as Compa Fest, but come up with something as well where locally for some of us, there's a lot of people who stayed home.
But listen,
who didn't go.
My thing is okay, let's put it like this. Compa Fest is on Saturday.
Right.
Okay? It's the same thing going on. You have technically Labor Day weekend is supposed to be even bigger because on Monday it's a holiday. Compa Fest on Monday is not a holiday.
Yeah, but now it has a different meaning. To you might think Labor Day is bigger, but to the Haitians, as you can see now, it's Compa Fest / Haitian Flag Day. So Labor Day, we kind of learned this culture, this thing here. In Haiti, what is Labor Day? Nothing. But, again, it's not just Compa Fest we're celebrating. We're celebrating freedom. We're celebrating Haitian Flag Day. So it's bigger. I can see why the big rah, rah, rah around that day versus Labor Day. Because Labor Day, you just kind of in the mix with all the Caribbean. Yeah. It's not really your show. It's not really your thing.
So
I can see the big deal.
But still, you know what I'm saying? We still have the Haitian event going on, from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday. So we still could, put it the same way. On va samedi nous ka travail fait on sorte de bagaille on va samedi que nous même gens tout que moun nan vini ou ka rale moun Miami pour dire moun Miami vin New York pour les border ou ka rale moun Canada moun tout côté di descend on va samedi but since nous pas gain tête ensemble là qui fait ba yo pas marcher on va samedi là. So
if I had an opportunity to not necessarily sit on the board of the Compa Festival, folks, or to be part of it, I mean, there is just this huge area of improvement of better, unity among us. Like, what I would love to see happen is that, there's so many little businesses. There's so many like entrepreneurship going on in the HMI or Haitians. I would have loved to see, like, whether it's in media, whether it's radio, whether it's restaurant, whether it's travel agencies. I would have loved. Maybe this is happening. If it is happening that you reach out to these people and they didn't they didn't necessarily follow through with your offer. Challenge me. Let's talk about it. You know what? But I feel like I don't think these things happen because, again, we met with a couple of people who were looking forward to expose their business to. It's an opportunity to expose the business to a variety vast of Haitian, but couldn't because of the high fees and so on and so forth. You know what? What is being done about that? What, like, is that happening even? Are you reaching out to people, and are you putting things together that are beneficial to the people that or these owners as well? I mean, I'm looking at Compa Festival and Haitian Flag. It's a day that we come together. It's kind of like a lot of networking. I don't know, in my mind that's how it's going, because a couple of times again when I've gone, there are companies that I've never heard of. This is when I started seeing them. I started seeing whether it was from whether it was from a restaurant, whether it was designers. Because I remember even buying like, boy shorts with like Haitian flag on it. It was a designer at the time. I don't remember now. But this is what I feel this day is about to me. It's a day that, we don't get together as much. We don't get together in that huge of group. Why not extend the invitation, not just to the people that you've worked with? It's not. It shouldn't be just about celebrating the way that is going on, where you just showcasing you living this turned up, and it's all about the alcohol, and it's all about the cars, and it's all about like my home. This I see some videos and. I'm hearing some really, not even good sentencing, not really good languages in these videos. And I'm like, whoa, what are you selling here? You know what I'm saying? So, HMI, let's talk about it. It's that type of show. You know what? If you feel different and, you want to challenge me, you feel like I don't know what I'm talking about, or you have something to say, I'd love to hear it, Now, will you go to Compa Fest? Like, let's talk about that. I'm putting my co-host on a spot here.
No, but one thing it is yes. I would say yes.
You will go.
I will go. Since I'm Haitian and stuff like that.
Since you're Haitian, you will go.
On va dire mon c'est pas pour mal faire juda, non? But just. Maybe take a time off, one of those days, and to try to go and see. For my God,
I mean, are you even interested? Are you even interested of putting you on the spot? It is what it is. That's the kind of show it is.
Yeah.
Are you even interested to even, like, when you watch your news feed, you watch everybody, talking about Compa Fest and all the bands. Like, is there anything about that interests you? Does that really move you in any type of way?
But with me is I'm one of those people that I'm very to myself.
Okay.
And I'm like don't like a lot of being around a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So even when I tell people that, they'll be like, "Oh, bon c'est DJ aujourd'hui, this and that." Is yes, I DJ in front of a lot of people, but in another way, I don't like to be around a lot of people, like around me. So, it's like, yes, one day, maybe since, my son is like, 15, so maybe take him to show what is
like,
like
a Jean-Louis.
So, pour mal montrer, on va dire un petit moins qui s'allie, on va dire de là, so to go with them, on va dire de là, so, but me saying that, I'm going to like, you know what I'm saying, to like, have fun. But anyways, kote n'importe le alon kote ou for toujours have fun. Like I said, yes, I will go to Compa Festival, but I don't know when, but I will go.
You being so diplomatic. I mean, I
Yeah.
think for me, I've retired. I've retired. I've gone enough. To me, I don't see what more. Like I've done it. Like I've done it all. I've gone 6 plus time. I think I started going when it was in the. I think it was in the 90s, probably like I don't know 96, 97. When I started going. I've gone to Compa Festival. I've gone to all the parties, all the event created around it.
Hmm.
I've even followed in certain DJs where I've gone to their pool parties that they've invited me. I've done all of that.
Yeah.
To me, I just reach my level, the capacity. I don't think there's anything more that that's new. I mean, unless they come up with something completely a different concept, something completely different where they invite, I don't know, all like Haitian, all Haitian businesses who are interested in, just come into one park or under one stadium or something. I don't know. Perhaps maybe, on that aspect of working, perhaps I'll go. But in terms of enjoyment, I've done it.
But I know. Let me tell you, a lot of people go to Compa Fest, and we're not gonna say Haitian Flag Day no more. We're just gonna say Compa Festival. And you know one thing, they don't even go to the stadium.
No, I was one of those.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
guilty
they
of.
just go to the party on Thursday, party on the big party, the all black on Friday, then the after party on Saturday,
I'm
then the pool
guilty.
party on Sunday,
I'm guilty.
and Monday, and then they go home. You know what I mean? So they don't care about
The
the
festival.
festival.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the thing. So
I think after the first year, I stopped going because of a fight of a like pushing and all of that was going on. I'm like, oh my god, that is just so not me because I felt like I couldn't breathe. Then as I kind of matured and went with like a group of people and then with guys who were like bourrique, you know what I'm saying, who's kind of like, comment on fait ça?
sécurité,
Yeah, yeah,
cabo
you parle
sécurité,
creole by, comment on dit ça, gagan or whatever it is.
gagan, yeah.
And I've tried it that way.
Mhm.
I wasn't as scared, but like, I mean, like the security for me was an issue. Like, I just thought about like, wow, can you imagine if I had a problem with someone who just didn't like me? I am so vulnerable at this point. No matter how much security that they say that they have, to me, I just felt like I was not safe. And it was my favorite band was on. Like I love Jakut. And then they say Jakut c'est jazz en vagabond. Vagabond. I love that band. They were on. I kind of wanted to lose my mind and go crazy too because it was my very first time. But I was so concerned for my safety because people are drunk. People are just woy, people just crazy that I'm like, oh my god, what if somebody smacked me? What am I gonna do? So I'm like, you know what? That's just not for me. Then I would just go. I would go to the private events. I would do the clubs. I would do the jazz, and it's like now I've reached a point that I've done it all. Like, what else for me
Yeah,
to do?
but
So
now it's like no saying like it's like like we say it's like people want to know. It's like a curiosity.
right,
What's going on in that weekend?
right, right.
So that's how it is, and like now the new generation is like want to know what's going on.
Right. I mean,
So
it's all good. It's all good. I mean, just as he mentioned, it's important to kind of expose your children to your culture, but there's a certain things I don't think it's really that necessary. Like, I don't think I would take my daughter to that. No, I would. My daughter's 14. Like, not only she wouldn't have a good time, to me, it's just not the place that you really take children. Because I wouldn't take my daughter. That's Marjorie's, personal view here. I just don't see what I mean, the compa, she listened to it at home. She knows every word in the car. We listen to it. She can sing it. But I don't see me taking her to an event like that. But then again, I'm the type of person who don't even do Labor Day. Like, I love compa music, but like that's not the time for me. Maybe because
but
security
me
is-
personally, like moi-même, m'gen petit, pour me considérer vraiment, on va pour me montrer, I rather take them to Haiti. Pour me montrer côté me sorti. On va exemple là.
Ooh, I take it back. There is one event I would take my daughter to. You know that event that take place in Long Island, that park? What is the name of that park, GBA? GBA, what is the name of
Is
that
the
park?
last exit on Southern State?
No, it's in Long Island. It happened sometime in August or in July.
That's in Northwest. Oh, Carmelo Park.
No.
That's
I don't know the name. It's a big thing. I just know you go through Garden City, you pass Garden
Oh,
City.
you talking about Eisenhower Park?
Yeah.
So that's the Labor Day weekend. That's Labor Day.
Well, not on the Parkway, nothing. It's in the park.
Yeah, that's Labor Day.
I like that.
That's a
event.
Saturday. They happen on a Saturday.
I like that event a lot. Like
Yeah.
I've been to that event where you actually could go with your children and lay out
Yeah.
a blanket on the floor. I've gone to it probably 3 times,
Mhm.
and it's a family thing. It's
Yeah.
a family thing. It's
Yeah,
not
that's what I was talking about. The Labor Day weekend.
I'm
We
thinking
could-
you're talking about Labor Day.
No. I'm talking about the Labor Day weekend. We have that on a Saturday.
I like that event.
So that's the thing that I'm saying that here
What is it called? Like, what is that?
it's
what
called
What's the
called
purpose of it?
is
It's just
that-
for Labor Day.
it's a for
celebration?
Labor Day celebration. It's the Eisenhower. You know, at first it was when they first started it was Force Barrel that was that started that event. Then now Venice, we shall even them, you know, to took over and like you
It's
know,
a nice
continue.
family function.
Yeah, it's always like it's always nice and
Right,
stuff
right,
like that.
right,
So
right.
this is what I was talking about.
That.
This is what I wasn't talking about the Parkway. I'm
Okay.
talking about that.
That.
You know what
It's
I'm saying?
around Labor Day.
Yeah.
time, but not
at
Labor-
first it was on a Sunday. Now I think they move it on a Saturday now. It wasn't a Sunday.
But what is it called though? It's not called. What is it called? It has.
That's why they call it Labor Day. Labor Day thing. That's why they call it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I actually, my very first time going to that event was when Tantan was hot. Like I met Tantan, I'll never forget. Like I just thought like he was just like, such a big superstar, and I was just. This is like probably in '04. Like '04, '03, they had it, and I had such a good time because I went with family. I went with family.
Yeah,
at the time.
that thing is like saying is really like
family thing.
It's a family thing.
Yeah.
You take your family and you go and stuff like that. Yes, it's it's good to bring your kids.
Right.
And stuff
It's not
like that.
as congested. It's not as like woy. I think security have a really good handle on that. I don't know. Like I just remember going, and I actually went last year. Last year I went too, and like I had a decent time. Like I stood, I walked around.
Yeah,
What is
it's like
it's called Labor Day Fest.
Yeah, Labor Day Fest.
Oh wow, yeah,
So,
definitely. Shout out to that. I'm feeling
Yeah,
that. I'll
yeah,
definitely
Venus.
listen to
It's
that. Which is
Venus
August
production.
31st.
No. This one was from last year.
Oh.
This one was from last
You're
year.
bringing on some
So-
old.
No, but it's still. I think it's going to be August. It's going to be. It's always around that time.
Okay.
Labor Day weekend. So it's
Okay.
always Labor Day weekend, and I know it's going. It's happening again. This one is always like saying like, but us here. That's why I was saying that I'm talking.
That one over there.
You know what I mean? So
would
it's
love
like
for it
saying
to
like
be.
that's the thing. The same way that saying
People travel.
us saying here in New York we go crazy
Over there.
in Florida while we can go crazy to Labor Day weekend here.
The
You know what I
Labor Day
mean?
fest.
And stuff like
Got
that.
it, got it.
That will bring like the money for us here.
Right.
That's the thing.
They usually have. Last year, didn't they do the whole Zen reunion of Zen?
Zen reunion was on a Friday.
Right.
At
It was
Amazura.
all
It was all around,
that
yeah,
too.
it was all around that
Right,
thing
right,
also.
right,
So
right.
it was like, so like I say, let's support, say our thing and stuff like that. And
I mean, there's no doubt. I'm a big supporter of things that go on in the HMI. Obviously, I can't support everything, and obviously, if I don't like something, I'm not going to support it. I have to really somehow, connect to it in order for me to want to participate. Don't judge me. That's just who I am. But that's definitely something that I will probably go to because it's kind of like your thing to close, as well, and then it give you a chance to bring your family. I mean, I'm sure probably Compa Fest do it too. It's just the time that I've went again to Compa Fest, I don't remember seeing it where it was just, it maybe because it's a popular thing, it was just so crowded. There's nowhere to. At some point, there's some people who couldn't breathe. They had to carry her out of the crowd. Like I just remember that. Maybe I'm traumatized. The last 2 years that I've gone, I didn't go. This is 2014. I didn't go 2013, 2012. I went. I didn't go to the festival in 2011. I
Yeah.
certainly didn't go to the festival. But again, HMI, we're talking about it. We open up the floor to you, just not only to comment, and I hope you're reading all the comments. We are, but call us. Let us know different. Let us know why this week is important to you, and why you celebrate the way that you do, why you spend the money that you do, and if you don't see anything wrong with it, why you don't see anything wrong with it. I'm interested in on hearing. But okay. He's smiling, so there must be something interesting.
Yeah, somebody say, good. You should go. Read what they say.
And you try to put in the right verbiage.
Yeah, no,
I
but
see.
no, but the way they say good. You should go. Maybe it's trying to say you should go, Ricky, and experience it. Is needed at least once. Like I say, I'm not saying that. Saying I will never go. I mean, but like I say, we're going to.
Okay.
We have a caller. We're going to go online. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Bonsoir.
I have a comment.
Bonsoir.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. Bonsoir. I
Yeah. Yeah. We.
Just turn down your volume a little bit, and then.
I sure did.
Okay, thank you so much. What is your name? What town are you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from New York. I'm calling from Queens, New York, and I have no problem with people deciding to go and spend that much as long as it's their money. If you have money, if you sell.
Right.
My thing is with you, I totally agree with you. Bye bye Kobla, and then you don't agree with going that far. But si mon ami Kobla, je l'ai passé week-end. You les sell, that's fine enough. Another thing I didn't agree with you when you said, well, vous connaissez ça au fait, with the business they can't really afford it. We really don't know what people can and cannot afford. We may know where they live and whatnot, but we do not have affordably, ou bien, les font juste à tête, which is perfectly okay. And I think personally, I've done this, and I'm, like you said, I've retired. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with them wanting to do this, wanting to spend the money or do whatever they want with their money. It's their money. They work for it. They can do it.
Right.
That's fine. As we grow older, we get wiser.
Right.
No, but listen, like I say, le bon monsieur ko, Jean nous dit là, nous pas dit moun nan pa ka al fait long,
Just à tête.
but c'est Jean fait là, li overdoing it.
They can't sell Jean's land because it's their money.
Okay.
You have to remember, everybody's entitled to do whatever they want to do. Depuis au moment de nous prêter, depuis qu'on a le moment de prêter, ils fait du rôle, qu'on a pas dit sur le pas dire non, ou pas bien, ou pas bien. Mais si on a pas de prêter l'argent pour lui, il décide de planer combat festival, that is fine.
Okay, I agree with you.
No, wrong with that. I'm not happy if you're stuck on board for the weekend. I worry about the
Like they say YOLO. Like they say YOLO. One life to live, all right?
Yo, that's what that means. That's what that means.
No.
That's fine and well. Another thing I didn't like, I really liked the show, but one thing I didn't like, you just said, Ricky, that got me a little irritated. Actually, I got a little upset with this.
Oh, don't be upset, honey. Don't be upset.
We don't have to go there. We don't have to show anybody anything. You know what you do. You know where you vacation and you know what you do. You don't have to prove anything to anyone who's saying that you cannot afford it. Whether or not you can afford it, it's none of their business. So I'm in business go as far as to show them your passport. you don't have to go that far.
No, but
to show them, well, you know what, I have to put something.
yeah, I understand, but you know what I'm saying, but but that was what they, few people was saying.
Sometimes you really have to.
Yeah, so yeah, listen, I understand, but you know what I'm saying, like they always say, in the heated moment, you say certain thing that you didn't want to say. You know what I mean? So that was the thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's, yes, I understand what you're saying. But I'm just like I was kind of like a little bit offended for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I went and said it. You know what I'm saying? Since and stuff like that. So, but you know what I'm saying? It's not. You know what I mean?
Great, and I look forward to the show every weekend. I'm available. But,
yes. So what's your name?
My name is Barbara.
Barbara. All right. Shout out to Barbara.
Who share her opinion.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Barbara, for sharing your opinion, and thank you again for tuning out to us every Sunday, for being a viewer of
one thing also
of the show.
We're gonna say next week is the actually Haitian Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
we need to do
we're gonna
honor that as well.
Yeah, of course. But last week we did a Haitian American Haitian.
Okay.
So this next week we're going to and we want bring that So and also I think we might have Ronald coming. He have that
Okay.
Haitian Haitian mom rock.
Okay.
So also.
Well,
so.
Barbara, we thank you for sharing your view that if you have the money, you want to blow it on a couple of days. Oh, she's gone. All right, Barbara, I just wanted to say thank you for sharing your opinion. If you have the money, you want to spend it, there's nothing wrong with that. That's one of our viewers who watch the show, and she doesn't see anything
one thing, thank you for telling me that, since sometimes you don't have to bring your level
down
to prove people, you know what I mean?
And stuff like that. So, you know that.
But like I say, on t-shirt upset or one gonna buy or fair or one que.
Right.
Well, so I'm very sorry, Barbara, that I kind of like make you feel upset about that.
I know. I didn't like the fact that she didn't feel good about that. You upset her.
So,
you irritated her.
We're not here for that. So you know, say I'm not one of those person that say maman comme ça qui vraiment on pense samedi là qui fait activité ça pour descendre tête moi non série de bagages. On pense samedi là m'expérience c'est un pile bagage en vie moi que on pense samedi là toujours qu'aimer tête main droite et puis me continuer ou on pense samedi là but that on pense samedi là so me besoin share ça on pense samedi là but I should not do it but say Barbara, say I'm sorry for not offend you, but say to faire anti gens pas content, ou on pas parce que t'as regardé show, on va ça et moins même que ou regarder et que ou apprécier show chaque dimanche, on va so inviter plus monde, maybe one day, on va ça me dire nous qu'à inviter dans show, on va pour venir. Well, we just heard again a viewer perception, that have not changed my perception, my view. My view is it is how it is. That's how I feel. I have $25,000 right now. It would not go on a mansion rental. That $25,000 would be invested somewhere else. I don't really care. I don't really see what about that weekend that would have me blow my mind. There's so many other ways of me really make me feel good instead of spending that money. I just don't get it. Again, I'm putting it out there. I don't get it. If there's a reason why, if your view is whatever, explain that to me, because I just don't get that gist. I would go to Kofa Fest. I would get me a home. It would be within a budget. My couple of $1,000s would not be invest, into that, because that's not an investment. Marjory, that's you. Quand il va boire Dieu, depuis mon n'a pas vu de prêter, so mon n'a qu'à faire salver. So,
right.
Depuis mon n'a fait salver. Right? So, tu gagnes $25,000, on va le dépenser les ailes. Quand il va boire Dieu, si mon n'a pas vu de prêter, on va faire. Moi-même, la casse.
seriously
listen.
though.
I don't really care about what they do and stuff like that. But sometimes saying it's like going overboard. It's kind of like saying like
But I
exaggerate.
think, but again, I think it's important that I can't glorify that. I can't see myself really, accepting and promoting, telling a friend or even a stranger that you have 10 grand, that there's one life to live. Let you go. I can't see me telling somebody it's a good idea for you to do it. You know what I'm saying? I just can't see it because there are other things that are valuable, that could be of value to your life. I mean, that's just one moment. I just don't get it.
All right. So viewer, saying fun banon ti activité qu'a fait, trois activités qui très important que pour nous connaître que next week Saturday, women walk and inside the vault, Rano.
Did you just switch the conversation on me?
June, non, but l'heure a presque arrivé. L'heure a presque arrivé. For the viewer or what's là. June 7 is all about the blue and white boat ride. Que premier boat ride est cap fait pour summer et blue and white. So get your tickets, you know what I'm saying? And June 29, GBA TV, the TV show. June 29 is a Sunday. June 29, GBA TV show. So the show is going to be live. Nous allons faire un show live sous bateau. Nous allons faire un show live sous bateau. So, June 29, nous avons so far nous avons deux bateaux pour le mois de juin. June 7, Saturday, June 7, and Sunday, June 29. Une c'est bleu blanc, une c'est rouge et blanc. Et 24 août, 24 mai, l'autre samedi, nous l'envoie. N'a pas représenté Haïtien, on prend samedi là, Bob, So, sinon, tout le monde, let brancher, relais nous, on prend samedi là. So, Marjory, parle avec mon yo, on prend samedi là. So, il faut slice, you know what I'm saying?
Going in straight up into.
And, pour mon qui quitte quand maintenant, pour moi, yes, I will go to Compa Festival. Yes, moi l'expérience.
Did you just allow the viewer to change your mind?
Non, m'de toujours dit m'da pour aller, but m'bot ko di ki non, bon monsieur ko m'ka di m'ka aller. M'ka di m'ka aller, ou pa kon ki l'aime pour aller. Ça son l'autre bagage, m'ka aller, but ou pa kon ki l'aime pour aller.
Oh my God, Rickymix, yeah, you're too much. But HMI, let's talk about it. As you know, we are here every Sunday between the hours of 7 and 9. We want to be your favorite and number one entertainment, channel, and we want you to stay connected, to us. I'm not claiming to be a professional every discussion that we've had on this show. You're not claiming to be a professional as well.
We want the viewer to educate us also.
Right.
Même Jean lui relais juste Miami qui dit nous que Compa Festival, it was a Haitian flag, it was en juillet. On va nous ouvrir bagage. Ça c'est même Jean tout si n'a pas long bagage que vous senti qu'on connaît plus que nous. You share.
Right.
Ou éduquer nous. C'est
Right.
comme ça.
Just understand that, it's our view, it's my view based on, experience or, what, I've seen or what, I've learned. And we will not necessarily agree all the time. We don't have to agree all the time. But just like as you have your view, I have my view. This show, it definitely promotes, unity. It's something that we talk about on the show all the time. We would like to see more of togetherness among all the different little groups, organizers, owners, or whatever it is. We're talking about it. We have this platform where we invite you to talk to us about why aren't we trying it? Why we are not reaching out? Why are we promoting that we are a unit? There's unity among us, but we're somewhat still segregated. There's so many little groups, and you know what? And we would love, for you to on a great debate, as to why it will not work or why it will work, and if you or aware some steps that we can take to make that happen. I would love to hear it. But again, HMI, let's talk about it, is not a show where we attack people, but it's also a show that is not rehearsed. I am not rehearsed what I say. He does not
Yeah,
rehearse.
we live.
We're
You know what I'm
live.
saying? We live.
We don't get together and say, you say this, I say that's not the type of show it is. It's a show that, you know what, it's live. What you see is what you get. And the comments, as you can see, is live, and then you can take your comments, not personal, but
Yeah.
we absorb, whatever. We can or we should. Some of them we listen. There's nothing to do about it. We don't do anything about it. If it's something related to the show, how to improve, we take that. We brief. We debrief.
Yeah.
Behind the scene, and we talk about ways to improve the show. Okay. So we reached the end of the show, and I don't have anything else to say. You've already any other gigs coming up that you wanna? That's your.
No, but
that's
no,
your
but like we say, we, I already say what we're saying. Like that is those three events going down. We have the next Saturday inside the vault, Woman Rock, the June 7th, the boat ride, and June 29th, the red and white is another boat ride. Then June 6th, Milsik, good friend, of the show
Family
and stuff like that.
GBA.
Family.
Oh, we got a
You know,
shot definitely
yeah,
Winnie for today. She
yeah.
had a very important
You
walk,
know,
autism walk.
Friday, June 6th, she have a show, Plug 101, and stuff like that. Today, Winnie, I'm very sorry, and I spoke to you earlier. I say I was going to that walk, but dummy, I won.
You couldn't make it. Yeah.
Dummy, I won, so.
Once again, guys, 9 o'clock. Show's over. Thanks a lot for watching all my GBA fans. I would like to give a big shout out to my host, Marjory. Which one is co-host? I don't know. Marjory,
I don't have no problem. GBA, you know me. I'm one of those guys, my Kim Premier, Kim this, you can to us, yeah. Kim host, Kim co-host,
Shout out
only
to
thing that we like, saying we wanted to like, saying come up, come to your computer, to your
devices, to your phone,
each
right.
and every Sunday to like, to share like the moment with our viewers, and stuff like that. So that's on the thing.
Big shout out to Miss Millions in the building. Always supporting us.
Yes.
God bless.
Yes.
God
Thank
bless to
you.
have you. And shout out to Yak Radio,
Yes.
Haitian Walk,
Yes.
Denalcy.
Yes. Tanasi is like popular on IG this weekend. He's working.
Yeah. Sacrifice, God
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Sacrificing
and
others, yes.
yeah, Haitian rock also is big. Also, I see
Yeah.
a lot of people.
I was trying to follow everybody. I was trying to
and
follow
stuff like that.
everybody.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they went and took the business, from New York to bring it over there. Like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
And it shows that they're grinding too, despite the fact that they couldn't actually join the Compa Festival inside and then kind of do their thing. They took it straight up to the parking lot.
Yeah,
I'm feeling that.
So
I'm feeling that.
So
Everybody that log on, everybody that's watching us, thanks for your participation.
Right.
That write, text, email,
Right.
or like our post on Facebook.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Right.
We appreciate you.
Right.
Thank you for anybody that texts
Right. All of us.
on the chat box.
Yeah, and if we didn't read your comment, it's not like we're ignoring you. It's just so much, something from Martine I didn't read. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, there was just so much stuff I didn't pay attention to. I'm sorry that I didn't pay attention to all of that stuff, but there was just.
Remember, guys, we live every Sunday from 7 to 9. We have more show coming up for you soon. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.
Thank you. We love you. Bye bye. Have a good night. Happy Haitian Flag Day. Bye.
Ma chance
say